Good day everyone, I am Trisha Guadilla from Bachelor of Science in Industrial Education, and now we are going to discuss the uses and maintenance of power and hydraulic tools. Let us now proceed to the discussion. So first we are going to talk about the power tools. Power drill. The portable drill is a hand-supported, power-driven machine tool that rotates twist drills, reamers, counterbores, and similar cutting tools. Portable drills are rated by the maximum size hole that can be drilled in steel without overtaxing the motor or drill. So, there are different parts of drill. So, first is we have the pistol grip. So, it is a handle to hold the drill. So next is we have the cord strain reliever. It prevents the electrical cord to suffer from strain during and after operation. So we also have the electrical cord. It is used to connect the drill to the electrical supply. Next is a switch lock. It is a button which can keep the switch in the on position. Trigger switch, a switch to switch the motor on. Chuck wrench, it is used to tighten and loosen the chuck. Reversing switch, it is used to reverse the rotation of the drill from forward to reverse rotation and vice versa. So last is chuck. It holds and turns the rotary cutting tools. So now let us proceed on how to use a power drill. So first, of course, is to wear safety goggles or glasses that cover the side of your eyes to protect them from flying debris. Also, drill a shallow pilot hole first. A pilot hole prevents the drill bit from slipping so you don't split or damage the wood. Next is choose the correct drill bit to drill the final hole. Using the wrong bit can cause the bit or the material you're drilling to break. Last is to hold the drill steady and push it into the material you're drilling. If it takes more than light force to drill the hole, you are using the wrong bit. So moving on, let us now proceed to the maintenance of power drill. So first is to keep away from water. So regardless of where you store it, keep your power drill away from water. Water and power drills don't mix. Assuming you have an electric power drill, whether battery or corded, water can permanently damage. Additionally, water can cause your power drill to rust. You'll need to store your power drill in a dry environment to protect it from water damage. So number 2 is wait for it to cool. Power drills generate heat during use. As the head spins, it will generate heat due to friction. This is completely normal and is not reason for concern. With that said, you shouldn't store your power drill if it is still hot. If you immediately transfer your power drill to a case after using it, the heat will remain trapped. Instead, wait for your power drill to cool before storing it. So, third is lubricate regularly. Don't forget to lubricate your power drill on a regular basis. You can refer to the owner's manual for more information on how to lubricate your power drill. So, most power drills support lubricant. You can apply lubricant such as oil as the chuck so that it spins more freely. So, number 4 is to clean regularly. In addition to lubricating, you should clean your power drill regularly. All power drills will accumulate dirt and debris during use. So, when drilling a hole into a surface, some of the material within that surface will be removed. As it exits the surface holes, the material will land on your power drill. So, you can clean your power drill using compressed air. So, a few bases or a few blasts of compressed air should dislodge and remove most of the debris. So last is replace dull bits. So you should replace dull bits as well. A bit, of course, is a small tool that's secured to the chuck of a power drill. So there are drill bits, for instance, that are used to drill holes into surfaces. Over time, bits can become dull. They lose their otherwise sharp point, which can make them harder to use. Replacing dull bits will improve the performance of your power drill while also reducing unnecessary wear and tear. So, after knowing the uses and maintenance of power tools, now we are going to talk about the hydraulic tools. Hydraulic pipe bender. So these are mechanisms that use hydraulic pressure to bend various sizes of metal pipe and electrical conduit to specific angles. They operate in similar fashion as hydraulic automotive jacks, with a hydraulic piston that raises to exert high amounts of pressure on the pipe between the bending dies. What are the parts of pipe bender or the hydraulic pipe bender? So first is we have the bender frame. It houses the entire unit that provides strength and support. Pipe support. So it provides support to the pipe being handed. Hydraulic ram. It pushes the pipe being bended to the desired angle. Ram travel gauge. A visible gauge in determining the distance traveled by the hydraulic ram. Hydraulic hose. A high-pressure resistant hose where the hydraulic oil travels from the hydraulic pump to hydraulic ram. Hydraulic pump. It is considered to be the heart of tool where in it houses the hydraulic oil. Bender shoes. It catches the pipe being bended attached to the hydraulic ram. So now let us discuss on how to use the hydraulic pipe bender. When using a hydraulic pipe bender, make sure the size of the former and bender roller are precise for the size of the pipe. So since the pipes are generally secured at one end, measure the length of the pipe from the center. This will give you an accurate measurement. So practice a few times until you perfect the bending motion. A quick swift movement will provide you with a smoother bend. So pipes when bent tend to spring back a little. For the perfect amount of bend, it will be imperative for you to overbend the tube. Make sure you calculate the amount of spring back to be expected and overbend to the tube accordingly. It is difficult to unbend an overbent tube, so the percentage of spring back should be calculated precisely. Next is to that the lighter materials like aluminum and steel tubes tend to crimp when bent. This can easily be avoided by providing a firmer structure to the tubes. The process is to fill the tube with water and slowly add sand. Gentle tapping of the tube will move the sand inside the tube, forcing the air bubbles to be released. This method cannot be used when bending pipes that produces heat. The heat will convert the water in the pipes to steam, causing the pipes to burst. So when using a tube bender to bend pipes, it is important to pay attention to the details. Bending the tubes the right way will ensure that the pipes last longer and function brilliantly. An incorrectly bent pipe could cost you a lot monetarily and in terms of output. Hence, employing the correct process of pipe bending is imperative. So now, how to maintain the hydraulic pipe bender and how to choose lubricating oil. So there are two methods in order to maintain the hydraulic pipe bender. So the first method is we must choose a reasonable place for storage and use. The single head of the tube bender is made of metal. After sun and rain, acid rain, corrosion, and air accident will damage the machine. Therefore, we must pay attention to use in covered places and avoid direct sunlight when not in use. So for the method number 2 is adding oil. So add oil usually is also an important method of our maintenance. especially the single head hydraulic pipe bender blade. We use the single head hydraulic pipe bender mainly rely on the cutting part of the blade. Once the blade has any wear, it will affect the cutting effect. So, we must pay special attention to it. Adding oil to the blade from time to time can effectively prevent the blade from wearing too much, and it will not get stuck due to too dry. Also, before starting the machine, it is best to idle for a while. At this time, we should pay attention to listening to the sound with our ears. Listen to it for abnormal sound. Check if there is no abnormality. See where the problem is. Find the problem in time and replace the problematic part to ensure future use. So by the way, here we will tell you how to choose lubricants correctly. So first is under the condition of fully guaranteeing the safe operation of the friction parts of the pipe bender, low viscosity lubricating oil should be preferred in order to reduce energy consumption. Friction parts working under high-speed load conditions should use low viscosity lubricating oil, and friction parts working under low speed and heavy load condition should be used high viscosity lubricating oil. Low viscosity lubricants should be used when the ambient temperature is low. Otherwise, high viscosity lubricant should be used. High flash point lubricants should be used under high temperature conditions. Low freezing point lubricants should be used under low temperature conditions. Shock vibration, reciprocating motion, intermittent motion, and etc. are not good for the formation of film. So, lubricating oil with higher viscosity or lubricating grease or solid lubricant should be selected to ensure reliable lubrication. Low viscosity lubricating oil should be used for a small friction pair matching clearance, and low viscosity lubricating oil should be used for working surfaces with high surface processing accuracy. And choose lubricating oil with lower viscosity under mechanical cycle conditions, and choose lubricating oil with a slightly higher viscosity when refueling intermittently for vertical lubrication surfaces. Exposed gears, chains, wire ropes, etc. Choose lubricating oil with higher viscosity. However, if there is no suitable brand of lubricating oil, you can choose to use similar brands of lubricating oil as substitute or blending. When substitute, you can only choose lubricating oil with a viscosity slightly greater than the specified viscosity. So, when blending, try not to use two different properties and different properties, brand and additive oil blending. So that's all for our discussion. Again, I am Trisha Guadilla, and thank you for listening.